There's gonna come a point in time in your life where you're gonna go through one of the most make or break phases that a man can ever go through. I'm talking about the legacy phase. This is the phase of every man's life where he has to strip away the skin, strip away his personality, strip away the ego, and truly ask himself, why was I put on this earth? What is my purpose? What is my legacy? You see, most men either skip over this phase or they never even come to it. Because when you're younger, you're thinking about how can you build up your body? You're trying to grow into your body. You're trying to figure out who you are. You're trying to fit in. You're trying to learn things about the world and how to even operate on this earth. And then when you get to around 18, 19 to about 26, 25, you're trying to figure out what specific path, monetarily wise, relationship wise, and personality wise, who do I actually want to be? This is a time when a lot of men, they get into cogs in the system. They may work for a great company. They may work for a great union or whatever it may be. And it gives them money. It provides a certain life for them. But for certain men, they go beyond that. For certain men who understand that they were created to do something great, they had the drive, they had the fire, they had the passion. They look and they reflect and think, what type of impact am I going to leave? You know, I had a dream a few days ago. It's about my grandpa, rest his soul. He passed away in 2016 from lung cancer. And I remember before he had passed away, I asked him a question. I said, hey, Grandpa, do you feel like you lived a good life? And he paused. You know, he was sad because he knew the reality of his mortality. And he said, yeah, I did. And just the other day, I'd say 2-3 days ago, I had a dream about him, how he was dying in my arms. And it made me think back to that time period. And I asked that question, if I was to die tomorrow, what sort of impact and legacy did I build and did I create? Because at the end of the day, man, anybody can be a worker. Anybody can be a truck driver. Anybody can be, you know, something that every other person has skills. Even if you're in the NBA, some of them NBA players are there for a paycheck. It's not their passion. It's not what they love to do. It's very rare that you run into people who are able to find what they love to do and actually build it. And on another level of blessing, if you're actually able to make a living and build a brand and build a company around it, you are extremely blessed. The reason why so many people in this world are miserable, why so many people in this world become toxic, they have the abrasive face like SpongeBob from that episode, is because they never find that true joy. Because the only difference from what separates that body when you pass away compared to the living human being that you are right now is that soul. It's a fire. You have to light it up. You have to build it and create it. And you have to show the world your beauty, your light. But so many men, they never get to face that. And again, some men may live a life and be content. Some men may find it through their family. They may find it through their kids. Some men may find it through building a great company. But my point in this specific video is, are you going to go after that? Are you going to finally figure out what it is? Because I'm going through this. I just recently turned 30 last week. And what I've been realizing around this time, because 30 is weird. It's like you're not at the front end of your life where you're just going out and, hey man, my boss just dropped and I'm about to go and find women and I'm about to go and do. Nah, bro, you're damn near, you're a grown man at this point. You're mature. But you're not at the age where you're 40, where the retirement's kicking in and you done did 3 back surgeries. You know, you get to 50, you starting to get grandkids. You're right in that sweet spot. And essentially, a man is in his prime because he still has the physical gifts and energy and strength, but his mindset has started to evolve and he started to fully understand who he is and where he wants to go. And if you're a guy and you feel like you have not found your purpose, you have not found your path, and you don't think that you're building a legacy within your life, this is probably going to be the most important phase of your life, because you have to really figure out where you're going, because in 5-10 years, you're not going to be able to start over like that. I'm not saying it's impossible. You know, you can do anything at any age, but I'm just speaking in general, because by that time, you're probably going to have kids for sure. You're probably going to have, you know, a certain relationship, and the body's just going to slow down. It's just going to. That's the nature. We came from the ground. We're going to go back to it. So you have a finite amount of time. And if you're somebody like me, where you've always had a passion to give back, you've always had a passion to want to help others, to want to serve others. That's literally what this specific video on this channel is about, to serve men, to be able to help them and to be able to show them what they can actually do and accomplish in life, despite all the different setbacks, despite all the different pains and tribulations and travails. to understand that if PTK could do it, you damn sure could do it, because he's teaching you all the things that he never learned growing up. So that's my point, man. I really challenge you. And that's why my channel is not for everybody. If you just want to go on TikTok and you want to do nonsense and just have fun, hey, I get it, bro. All more power to you. But I'm talking about for the guy who really truly understands his impact. And when he dies, at his funeral, he's going to have 15, 20, 100 people, 500, 20,000 people sit here and say, he truly impacted and changed my life. It's very rare that you run into people like that. That's why my channel is only for the rare individual, because I'm here to show you guys the PTK. You know the reason why on the chessboard, the pawns will sacrifice themselves for the king? Why the queen, why the knight, why the bishop, why the jack or the rook, whatever you call it, sacrifices himself for the for the king? It's because of the impact of the legacy that he leaves. And when you go from being a pawn to a king, it's so much deeper than just having your own company and, you know, not allowing women to manipulate you and target you. It's about really figuring out what the majestic beauty of your life was actually meant to be. It's such a beautiful thing, man. Why you think when I talk on these videos, I have a light, I have a fire, I have a purpose. I got a job where I'm calling people, and that shit makes me fucking miserable. And the reason why is because I'm building another man's vision. And I can't just sit back and live my life building another man's vision when I'm a visionary. I'm a visionary. And if I'm a visionary, why am I thinking about the vision all the time? Why am I sitting back and wondering why I have this vision, but I'm not putting my best foot forward? Allowing all these other things to stop me when I know I have the gifts. I know the Most High gave me the talent. He gave me the idea. So why didn't I go for it? That's the phase that I'm talking about. When I said those words, it struck a match. It struck a light inside of you, struck a fire inside of you that you have to be willing to take and go on and embrace, regardless of what other people may feel, regardless of how other people think you should do this and do that. As a man with autonomy over where you're going in life, being guided by the Most High, if you know that you're that builder, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, because this path ain't for everybody, but it's definitely the most rewarding. The greatest rewards in life are the things that you have to go through, the things that you may have to sacrifice, the crazy, insane mindset that you have to build and mold to be able to operate on that level. It is what it is, man. So in the next few days, next few weeks, I'm going to really go over, what a man's legacy is, how to build that legacy, some of the challenges that are going to come when you're trying to build that legacy, what you need to do to stay consistent, and how it's going to affect your life and what type of legacy builder that you may be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys like. Also, man, I really want y'all to comment down below what you might feel your legacy is in this life, what you've given in the past, and what you want to give in the future. And if y'all are new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one, man. Peace.